staying in the United States, the high-stakes debate between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris is only a week away. There are reports that Kamala Harris will spend at least 5 days in the lead-up to it preparing intensely. How do you think she'll go?
I think she's going to be much better than she has been. I mean, people were really disappointed, Gabriella, that she only spoke for 27 minutes instead of, I suppose, an hour or so. I think she'll do better because, she's been under a hard grind now and a lot of pressure, but I don't think she'll be any match for Donald Trump. There's still a lot of debate about whether the microphones will be muted or left on. And if they're left on, that gives Trump an opportunity to interrupt and score points and all the rest, and her too, but it's probably more his style. I mean, I think he'll probably win the debate hands down. There's no way. She's just not a strategic enough thinker, nor an accomplished enough strategist or speaker to prevail over someone like Trump. But look, I keep all over the place on networks all around the world. I keep getting asked this question, and I keep saying the same thing. Let me ask you a question. If you wanted somebody to be president of the United States and leader of the free world, and the person who currently held that role stood down and said, I'm not going to run, wouldn't you put your candidate in place the next morning so they could show their stuff and show what they can do? Why is Joe Biden, who has trouble telling what day it is sometimes, still running America and leading the free world? Why isn't Kamala the new president? I'll tell you for why. Because it's very likely that she would mess up and create quite an embarrassment about something before the 5th November, and then the Democrats' goose would be cooked. There's already enough stuff coming out about their links to China and all sorts of other stuff, which is going to not do them a lot of good. And if Kamala just put her foot wrong and said one wrong thing, which she's very likely to do, that would be it for them. But I just think it's amazing that he's still running the country and she's standing there.
Oh, he's apparently running the country. He's been at the beach for most of the week, but look, he is back. I want to talk to you about Ukraine before I let you go. According to US officials, the Biden administration is close to agreeing to giving Ukraine long-range cruise missiles, but Kyiv will need to wait several months due to technical issues. The US has provided over $55 billion in military aid since Russia's invasion of Ukraine in February 2022. Roger, do you think that the US should keep pouring money into it?
No, I don't. I don't think anybody should. And I know a lot of people disagree with me, but all the geopolitics experts that I know, and that's quite a few, are now saying, if this was happening a year ago, bravo, but it's too late. It's time to negotiate. The Ukraine is at best creating a bargaining chip by their invasion of Russia. They are at best, by all these efforts, creating just a bargaining chip. They're not going to win. It's time to end this and negotiate. This war is ridiculous to keep carrying on. Some people are calling it Zelensky's ego trip. I'm not sure about that. That might be a bit extreme. But I think he's a patriotic guy. But I think it needs to stop, because all of this money, when we need it for things at home, I mean, the National Health Service in the UK, your own immigration problems in Australia. I mean, money is needed everywhere domestically, and to pour it into this bottomless pit, I think is unwise at this point. We're past the point where it's going to make a difference.